Sometimes when we design materials in Blender, we lack a kind of reference. For example, I have here a material and I want to change the roughness of the ridges. So I go here and I want it to be a little bit more rough, and the bumps I want to have it a bit more sharper, for example, and then I think that's what I'm looking for. And when I change environment, then I think, oh, that this color is a little bit too greenish, has to be more yellowish, like that, and a bit lighter. And then when I go again to another environment, then I see suddenly that this is too sharp, too sharp a roughness. So it feels like we are lacking reference. We don't know what is the reference point of this to design a material. For that I designed a scene, quite a neutral scene. So I open this one. I switch over to rendered preview. What we see here is a scene is quite neutral. There are some lights here. They have a little bit of a color. For example, this one is a little bit bluish, but this one is a little bit yellowish. But together it's quite neutral. And we have a gray card here, and that is to calibrate the exposure to the environment. For that we go to the color management and we switch the view transform to false color, and there we set this gray card so that it shows up gray like it was. The floor has the same value, so we can also use that. Probably something like this. Then switch back to filmic in my case. And from here we know that we have we calibrated the exposure. Also interesting is to bake the indirect lighting. I have already some probes set up, this one and this one. I will first render this image. I make a new slot, and then I'm going to indirect lighting, bake indirect lighting, and then I'm going to render the image again. And when I compare that, I see this is without indirect lighting and this is with, and it shows almost like cycles. Let's say that someone started from another point. Let's say someone has a scene like this, not calibrated, and you start to design your material like that, and you think that blue is too dark, I want it to be like this, the green needs to be like that. So and the material appears now quite rough, so I need to adjust that as well. like so. But when someone else open your material, you get something like this, and that's not what you intended. So with this, we have a good reference point. Here you see some materials, and I made a few thumbnails of materials I made before. The moment there are 42, and let's put this material in another scene. I open this one. Let's check what that is. This is the scene I want indeed. Then I'm going to open the material Abstract Free Advanced. I'm going to append. I have to go here, material. That one, we have to wait a little bit. I hope we don't get a crash. Wait a little bit more. Meanwhile, I show you the EEVEE shaders I made. They are on Blender Market, and it comes with those materials, but also with 260 normal maps, 260 masks, and you see also the neutral environment and the gray card, in case you are interested to purchase it. Let's see if it's back here. For some it's back here. So let's compare this. Let's go here like that. So let's see if it's, well, of course it's not seen on all lighting, but overall the material looks quite consistent. Then that's it qua calibration of the setup to start designing your materials in Blender.